Hi, the audio which I choose for the story listening, that is a Dalwinder Singh audio, where he faced racial discrimination in Australia. Another impactful example for me was how he tried to educate Australian about his Sikh culture to raise cultural awareness. It was a good experience listening to the story, as I was a little frustrated about how he faced racial discrimination. However, his way of educating people and raising cultural awareness made me happy. I have understood that after transiting to a new country, most of the immigrants have to through a similar kind of experience of discrimination where these people are degraded over gender and race. Even though an immigrant is privileged to pursue a career of his her liking, there will be both positive and negative experience they have to face while staying in a new country. According to my opinion, racial discrimination is faced by everyone after transiting to a new country. Therefore, I can also relate myself with a similar kind of experience, as encountered a similar situation where I was shouted about leaving the country and going back to India when I was in Adelaide. And then I have listened to the entire story thoroughly. There are no aspects which I didn't listen to. Um, also, in the second part, I can evaluating how the practice is influenced by approach as a teacher. I have to listen to story which are relatable and impactful. I have understood every aspect Dalvinder tries to demonstrate regarding his experience. I collected both positive and negative outcomes of his story, which shows my uniqueness as a responsive listener. And inclusive practices aims to minimize barriers in language and culture by supporting active communication with all learners. From the story, it can be stated that Dalwinder tries his best to maintain his culture even after transiting to another country. There are people who didn't promote inclusive practice as they commented harsh statement towards him. However, there were other passengers of Dalwinder who were considerate and behaved politely, which showed inclusive practices. Effective relationship can be formed by staying respectful to others, understanding each other's identity, also to acknowledge children special rights, and teacher needs to be taught how can be culturally different and raise awareness from childhood. Introducing children to different culture people can be beneficial for engaging with the differences. This can promote inclusive practice as a teacher. Also, using effective communication and managing the classroom with the diversity will promote inclusive education that will transfer the process of educational practices in countries.